Hello everyone, this is Lauren with Bold Notion Quilting, and I wanted to take a minute today and show you guys how to take your feathers one step further. I know we've got four other feather videos on the Facebook page right now. There are probably some on the YouTube at Bold Notion Quilting as well. They show several different thread paths. They're going to show how to stitch them no backtrack, which means you don't have to stitch back over any lines you've already stitched, the traditional thread path, which is great for a sit-down quilter, and the bump back feathers or heirloom feathers, which are great for long-arm quilters. But the point of my showing you all three was so that you could learn how to stitch some feathers in a way that makes sense for your brain, because not everybody thinks the same way. So today we're going to kind of build on that, and when I show you the feathers, I'm going to actually stitch them in the long arm style, and we're just going to make them a little fancier. So when you're normally doing feathers, you do the one loop, right? Well, if we want to make them fancier, you can do a double. You could come up and do a curl instead of a feather loop. And then you just want to kind of alternate what you do. You can come in and do like a little feather stamen, or I mean a flower stamen, sorry. That was kind of fat, so let's make it a swirl. Now if you can't backtrack on your swirl, you can't see behind my thing, so I'm going to stop here. If you cannot backtrack on your swirl, if you notice, I did not quite touch the area here. It's open here and it backtracks well here, and it's open there, and it comes back and closes again. That actually gives it more of a ribbon kind of look, which can also be really cute. You could do a hook. I kind of like the hook ones because you can get like a really neat outline effect with your feathers. If you wanted, you can come in and do another hook on the inside. But that's a lot of thread. You got to be okay with all that thread. And you're just going to mix it up. If you notice, there's no particular rhyme or reason to how I'm quilting these feathers. And I'm actually going to get a fancier one in there. It felt too big and fat and open. Now you have a couple options. As you come back, you can add little things if you want, if you follow your spine. That'll minimize how much thread you have going through the whole thing when you're done, if you kind of take care of that as you're going through. Let's get another little feather stamen in there. Okay. And then on the flip side, if you wanted, you could do other types of feathers. So I like to start out with kind of a hook design, come up and do like a little peacock feather if you want. So to get around that curve, you would just kind of let that feather hook around the previous feather inside of the little feather loop. You could also come in and do your feather and build on it if you wanted to. And if you wanted, you could kind of put designs in between your feather petals. So you could do like a little swirl here. These kind of remind me of like brackets. To your little bump. And again, if you come back down through the middle, if you wanted, you could add little designs, but it does add to the amount of thread that you have in your spine. there you have it. There are some options for some fancier feathers. I didn't stick to just one kind going through this whole process because there isn't just one option. And I just want you to be okay with trying different combinations of fillers, because it can be a lot of fun and really change it up. Now, you don't have to do anything this wacky if you're doing things so different, but if you pick 1 or 2 or 3 different kind of feather petals and just kind of mimic them every other one as you go, it can give you a really consistent, really nice look. So this is what the wacky feathers look like. That's it for the feathers. So if you guys have any questions on how to do that, or ways that you would pair some of the feathers, feel free to mention in the comments, you know, anything that you would like to know. I try to get back to them as soon as possible. You can follow me on Instagram at Bold Notion Quilting, as well as on YouTube at Bold Notion Quilting. Please give it a like and a share if this was helpful for you, and let me know if there's anything else that you would like me to cover. Stay tuned for our next videos as they drop. We're going to go over combining different fillers to kind of get that really nice, elegant look in the background where you've got 3 or 4 different fillers, as well as the rope design, which I know a lot of you were asking about. So thank you so much for joining me. Have a good day. Happy quilting.